I'm blue, da boo dee da boo die, da boo dee da boo da boo da boo dee da boo die. Hey everybody, welcome back to Is It Kino? I'm blue, joined as always by red and green.
I'm mad.
Yeah, I'm red. I'm the protagonist of the Pokemon games.
I'm red, da boo dee da boo die, da boo dee.
Then we're all red.
And I'm hungry like the wolf.
Oh man, so many things in this movie. First of all, I'd like to announce my my support of Paul Giamatti for Best Actor of the Year. I would like him to win over Cillian Murphy, and it's just for this role.
You think he should retroactively win for Big Fat Liar?
Yeah. I think this should be a career nomination, and mainly about Big Fat Liar.
Yeah, see, I think this is pretty good, you know, but I'm afraid he's gonna get bald when he gets older. Like this young man, Paul Giamatti.
We can get him an orange wig.
Yeah.
So we are reviewing Big Fat Liar, a movie that came out, I think, 2002, 2003 era, written by Dan Schneider, directed by the guy who's fucking making Deadpool 3 right now. Starring an all-star cast of some of the greatest entertainers of their time at the height of their powers. I'm talking Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle, Amanda from The Amanda Show, and many other such things. Fucking Urkel is in this movie playing himself. You know, this movie is jam-packed with the greatest talents of the world.
It's wild.
Well, he's not credited in the credits?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, he's mentioned in the movie.
He's not in the credits.
He's in the movie for like 20 damn minutes.
I know. It's wild.
Well, it seems unnecessary considering they mention his name and everything in the movie.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't want to be credited.
You know, I need to make it clear to everybody at home that if you have not watched Malcolm in the Middle, I don't even consider you a human being. Like, you're subhuman to me. So you don't understand. When I say Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle stars in this movie, you do not comprehend the magnitude of that statement. Literally the greatest sitcom ever made. We have the star having fun in this movie.
Yeah, I didn't think he was in literally anything else. I thought he only did Malcolm in the Middle and then died.
Well, he also did Agent Cody Banks, but I did try to rewatch that and gave up after like 30 minutes.
He's also in a band called Kingsfoil, I believe.
And I think he like races cars. So yeah,
what a life.
Let's dive in. Florian, I think you've never seen this movie before, so I want to hear from you. What did you think of A Big Fat Liar?
Well, it's interesting to see a movie that you guys have nostalgia for, and I've not seen it, and it's like, wow, there's a lot of stars in there, and I guess it was okay, you know, and just like without the nostalgia, I don't know if you're gonna get much out of it.
I don't think this is a nostalgia movie. I think this is a great film no matter when you see it.
Right. I agree.
Well, I mean, like you might benefit from being like a literal child to enjoying this movie.
I don't know. What about it is childish? What do you think an adult could not get from this movie that a child would, Florian?
I mean, like the entire stakes of the thing are like really low. Like,
is that not what character work is about? Is like, this is important to him. He wants to prove to his own parents that he's not a liar. He wants to earn the trust back from his parents. Like that, what you want every movie to end with fucking the world's gonna end. We need to shoot a blue beam in the sky, Florian. You can't have some fucking personal stakes.
It's about the lengths you're able to go to be valued and trusted as a human being. Florian, this is a common human experience that everyone
This is
has
a
felt.
very childlike human experience. There's no way that an adult could like really put himself into these shoes.
I mean, Dan Schneider wrote the film, and I believe he was an adult at the time.
I don't know. It's hard to argue.
If he was a child this whole time, then we have to... A lot of forgiveness needs to be given to that man who's been accused of a lot of things. If they were all the same age, then I think it was okay.
Look, obviously, what happened is that he stole the script from this movie from an 8-year-old. Okay, so that's definitely, he didn't definitely write it. Okay,
Florian, there's a lot of movies about people thinking that you're a liar, or people thinking that you're not to be trusted, and you having to prove yourself or prove your innocence.
Yeah, there's lots of movies about you.
Damn.
I don't know why you're identifying with that. Do you have something to admit to us?
So much character assassination of me.
Florian, have you been lying about your movie taste this entire time?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe my more offensive ones are still kept secret.
I think Florian's a big fat liar. I think everything he says on the show is probably big fat and lying.
How dare you? I am the most sincere person, and you know it.
So this movie is basically
right now.
This movie is a celebration of movies, but a harsh condemnation of Hollywood, and I think that's ideal. The characters end up living in a warehouse full of old Hollywood props, and that's really cool, and they have a lot of fun with it. But then it shows the dark underbelly of Hollywood is that it's run by sociopaths and evil people who are raping children on a daily basis, but they don't really talk about that in the movie.
Yeah, that's out of nowhere.
Well, they're definitely willing to take advantage of children, and
Yep, this is almost like rape. You're right.
I've got a few questions about the film, and maybe I'm guessing some people have not seen this, so I'll give a brief plot synopsis. But basically, 14-year-old Malcolm in the middle, he's a famous liar. He's a real Aesop's fable over here, or Usopp. He's lying it up. He says, "Oh, there's a wolf coming," but then there's no wolf. Why is he crying that so much? But then we have he's supposed to write a paper. And I need to talk about this, guys. The teacher refers to it as a paper, an essay, and a story. It's worth 1/3 of his overall grade in the class.
That does not happen in elementary school, right?
You don't write a dissertation in middle school, really?
Listen, Florian, you're not paying attention. She says it's a story, a paper, and an essay, and the word count is 1,000. This is literally a 4chan meme of, I have a 1,000 word paper due tomorrow. How fucked am I? You could write that in about 30 minutes, which the character literally does in the movie. And it's not an essay, Florian. It's not a dissertation. It's literally write a creative story that is 1,000 words. And that's 1/3 of your grade. What was Dan Schneider thinking?
Well, maybe he's in a remedial creative writing class or something.
Yeah, that must be it.
Yes.
It's the final boss of that class.
Why did she call it an essay if it's just make up a story about a big fat liar?
I do not know. And Mumkey, did you see that this is Sandra Oh, the teacher?
Well, sure. I mean, they all look the same to me, but sure, I recognize the Asian woman. Why is that important?
I mean, I think this movie is littered with people that you've seen in other movies.
Has she been in anything that I would give a fuck about?
I have to look up her.
Yeah.
But I've seen her in tons of stuff. So.
Okay.
Wow.
She's no Paul Giamatti.
No.
She's no Turk from Scrubs who shows up in the film.
Oh, hell yes.
Wait, did he always have that mole, or is it just for this movie? I'm confused now.
I don't know. But anyway, Jason, that's Malcolm's name in the movie. He writes up his 100 or 1,000 word essay where he makes up a story.
Just call him Malcolm from here.
Yeah, I'll call him Malcolm. And he's on his way to deliver it so he doesn't have to go to summer school. But slams into a limo, gets inside with Paul Giamatti to get a ride, accidentally dumps out the story. And Paul Giamatti's this big Hollywood producer guy. I guess he's just a producer. I don't think he seems to also be directing a bit. Is that how it works? Can producers just show up on set and tell you what to do, Erich?
I think it depends on the set, and it depends on the producers and then the director. If the director doesn't have a lot of backbone, I think it's very likely that producers will step up and kind of tell people what to do. But then some producers are very uninvolved. They're just there for money.
So Kevin Feige the last 5 years, just hands off, do whatever you want. Yeah. We don't need anybody guiding this ship.
I'm too busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, too busy letting everyone else be creative. Yep, what a tragedy.
So basically, Paul Giamatti, Marty Wolf, he takes this 1,000 word story and he converts it into a feature film. And for some reason, I guess no, it's really more Malcolm wants to prove he's not a liar. It's not I need to get the rights to the movie. And I like that that's the approach, because really, writing 1,000 word story and then somebody else translates that into a feature film, that's not really what I would call hardcore plagiarism.
Right. It's an adaptation, or Like,
Yeah.
If you change a lot of things, you're probably okay.
Imagine if you had written The Nutty Professor and then Eddie Murphy just steals it from you entirely, you know?
Well, if I wrote like a plot synopsis of it and then somebody else actually had to write the jokes in the movie, I would probably give them more credit.
I do want to say, I think it's interesting in this movie that Marty is basically a future version of Malcolm. That, like, Marty is the, like, liar who just lies through his teeth, is mean to everyone. Like, I think he is the, like, ghost of Christmas yet to come for young Malcolm.
Yeah, there's some good parallels where they're sitting in the limo and they both like cross their leg at the exact same time. And Marty is hearing about Malcolm's lies that he's told and he's giving him advice on how to make them better. So this is pretty much like if Malcolm does not become a better man and stop lying, he's going to grow up to be a huge asshole like Marty Wolf.
Exactly. That's just good screenwriting for me.
Yeah.
Good job, Dan Schneider.
Well, you might say he's successful, Florian, but as we see throughout the film, he's just a horrible prick to everybody, and everybody secretly hates him. And when given the opportunity, like every single person in Hollywood pursues
team up
vengeance against him. Yeah.
Right.
As they should.
Yeah, they're all envious of his success. Yep. And poor Malcolm, now he'll never grow up to be this great man. He'll just be like a boring ass random Joe with integrity, you know, and not aspiring to greatness anymore.
No, because when the Big Fat Liar movie comes out, he gets credit on screen, okay? He's going to be world famous now. He came up with the concept for a shitty movie starring Turk from Scrubs. I'm sure it made $100 million at the box office.
Maybe.
I like how later on they call it BFL or Biffle.
Yeah. I like how when they like show the trailer for the movie, they're acting like this is going to be the next big crazy movie, and then it turns out they haven't even started filming it yet. Like they just filmed like a trailer.
They put out a trailer for the concept of the movie just to get people excited about it.
Yeah, and then on the news they're like, Big Fat Liar is going to be the biggest movie of the year. Like what the fuck are you talking about? Nothing about the trailer even seemed that enticing. Like who's going to go see this?
I swear they did some stuff like that. I think like Stuart Little 3, I think the trailer was out for like 10 years and then it never came out.
Well, I've seen Stuart Little 3, Florian. I watched that like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
it came out.
It finally came out, I guess.
I mean, it wasn't finished. Like they literally did not finish the animation. They just released the movie. I'm not kidding.
Well, damn, they put all the good animation in the trailer. It's not fair.
Wasn't the original Stuart Little written by M. Night Shyamalan or something?
Yes, it was.
Oh my god!
Yes.
I think it was written by like E.B. White or something, and then the movie was written by. It was a book, I believe. So he has to go to summer school, Malcolm, because he did not hand in this paper because he lost it in Marty Wolf's car, and for some reason. Summer school needs to take place in like the filthiest, most rundown room in the building, even though you would assume during the summer all the classrooms are available.
And the teacher is droning on in what I think is in a hilarious fashion because clearly doesn't have to be doing this, but is really dragging it out.
And I think somebody must have died near Florian because I heard an ambulance go by. So rest in peace to that brave officer.
Today.
Lots of people dying today.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the freezing temperature, you know? Damn.
Maybe Hitler's getting reincarnated again.
Fought in the cold. No, I think that's Stalin.
So Malcolm,
in Austria.
He sees the movie trailer for Big Fat Liar. He realizes Marty Wolf stole his idea or whatever, and he just wants Marty to call his parents and tell them the truth that he did do his homework and that he's not a big fat liar. So him and Amanda Bynes come up with a scheme to fly out to Los Angeles, Hollywood.
I think the stakes being low, but the thing he wants Marty to do, which is literally just to call his parents and tell them that he wrote the story or whatever, it makes Marty such a terrible person that he's not even willing to do that.
In the movie, it's not about high stakes. It's not about drama. Like the main characters are really never even in peril. It's really a revenge fantasy film where they spend a lot of time building up how evil and distasteful Marty Wolf is. They make you hate him, and then approximately 70% of the rest of the movie is just like his life being ruined while Malcolm and Amanda laugh at him, and I think that's amazing.
Absolutely.
Like he's just being like bullied horribly, and that's the film, and it's delightful.
Well, he could stop it at any moment, but he chooses not to. It's crazy.
That's right. Is this Paul Giamatti at his best, Erich?
It's definitely one of his career highlights for me. I would take this movie over Lady in the Water, for example. Another M. Night Shyamalan feature.
Paul Giamatti's in that?
Yeah, he's the main character. He's the hero.
Oh, I did not. I'll have to check that out.
We gotta see this. Oh my god.
Yeah, M. Night writing for Paul, and it's terrible. I can't wait. When Malcolm goes into Marty's office, he has an Obey poster on the wall. And this was 2002. Yeah. I thought that was until like 2013 or something.
Whoa.
The fuck is going on? It's like the same font and red color and everything. Obey. Was he a fucking swag fag? Like, what is going on?
Did he get a sneak peek at this and then put it in his movie? Damn.
Amanda Bynes, she's supposed to be staying with her grandma for the summer, so they get the school bully to pretend to be her, and they only flash back to this like 2 times in the movie, and it's always like a 30-second scene. But like, I'm glad that they use every part of the buffalo in a way. Like, okay, the bully is staying with the grandma. Let's have some funny little clips of her like curling yarn as dumbbells and stuff. It's funny. And they don't waste your time with it. They jump in, give you the joke, and leave. Like, it doesn't have to be in the movie. It's just there to be entertaining for a second.
And it doesn't come back in any way at the end.
Never! It never comes back!
And the
no
old lady
character
doesn't lift a car or
No.
anything. She's like,
Yeah, it was good though. That's that Dan Schneider humor. He knows he wants to delight and make you laugh more than anything else. And I think that's why Drake and Josh and iCarly are such good shows.
Are they? Wow.
I mean, they don't compare to Malcolm in the Middle, but I'd say they're both. I mean, I rewatch Drake and Josh all the time. That show still holds up.
Well, I guess I should check it out one day, but I really gotta check out this Lady in the Water. It's got like 5 out of 10 on IMDb.
You would rather watch that than Malcolm in the Middle, you sick fuck.
Well, yeah, of course.
Get over it. Go watch Malcolm.
I can't stand it.
You can't stand Malcolm?
Yeah, I've seen it like a few times when I was a kid, and every time I try to rewatch it, like, it's the same thing, and I don't know, like, how much of it have I seen? It blows my mind, you know?
Just watch a different episode, Florian.
I feel like I've seen them all, and yet I don't seem to enjoy them. It's crazy.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
So the famous thing in this movie is that Paul Giamatti becomes blue, and that's one of the ways that they're going to torture him. Like, they steal his Palm Pilot or whatever the fuck, like a little retro iPad, I guess. It's got like his day planner in it. They steal that so they know all his information, all of his contacts. And they pour dye into his pool and put orange dye in his shampoo, and they really fucked this guy up.
It's amazing to me how much people relied on things like beepers or PDAs, because like they're very like one function machines, and we do like 300 things with our phones, and it's so much better.
Like, do you really?
Yeah, it's weird that it took like somebody so long to say, hey, why don't we just put everything into one device?
Yeah, if only it didn't have something to do with the fact that electronics took more space.
I'm just saying, like, it took them that long to realize that an iPod and a phone could just be the same machine.
I mean, Florian, why can't you just integrate the beeper into the PDA?
I mean, I don't know. It has different hardware. I don't know. I never had a beeper, but I know that a fucking iPod doesn't have enough storage to do anything else but play those few songs that you have on it, you know? And then it doesn't have functionality for phone stuff either, you know? Definitely took this long to...
I don't know what we're talking about. Do you guys have any standout moments from the movie that we should discuss?
Well, I just like the blue dye a lot. Okay, it really... I really enjoyed seeing him blue. Okay, that was good.
Okay, so the receptionist that Marty has is this freak woman who like loves dogs so much, and she has these little dog like figurines that she like has bark at each other
and bobbleheads and shit.
Yeah, and I remember that very, very well. And then they call her and tell her that her car has run over a dog, and
it's
she
like
runs
parked
out.
on a dog, and
it's parked on a dog.
Malcolm has Amanda Bynes like doing a. Oh no, is it? No, Malcolm's doing the sound of like Malcolm's the whining dog, right?
Yes.
He's torturing this poor woman.
Is that all, Erich, or did you want to elaborate more?
I just remember that so directly because the woman is like deranged. She's like playing with these little dog figurines, and it like reminds me of Dark Helmet from Spaceballs, who plays with the little like action figures. But like every adult in this is in some way deranged, except for like Monty, who I think Monty is one of the hottest human beings on film.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I think
Sure.
she's great.
And Monty is the assistant to Marty Wolf, of course.
Yes.
Wait, didn't you just say she was deranged? And now you're saying she's not
No, that's the
deranged?
receptionist.
No. The receptionist. You see, Florian, a receptionist sits at a desk and takes phone calls. An assistant usually like follows you around and like is partially running things that you aren't paying attention to. You really could use an assistant, Florian.
Why would I? Yeah, sure. I get so many calls and stuff, yeah. Oh, wait, no, that's a receptionist.
No, that's the receptionist. I just explained it to you.
Look, I'm dyslexic, okay? You can't do this to me, all right?
That isn't what dyslexia does.
No, there are 2 words. I messed them up. Jeez.
Okay. There's a very epic shot, slow motion, of a helicopter flying towards Paul Giamatti that always, gets me to my core. Any other standouts? Because I do have something else I want to talk to Florian about today.
Okay, when they're running through the all of the costumes and so actually they're running through like Hollywood stages. I think like that's an amazing just little snapshot of what Hollywood used to be. I feel like you wouldn't do something like that nowadays.
Was it ever actually like that, Erich? Because they're walking and there's...
It has to be.
No, but they're walking like through the lots and there are hundreds of actors in different costumes all running amok near each other.
Yeah, it's all studios though. Like they're all like on break, like going between different. We're
just gonna have 3 astronauts walk by a bunch of like pink gorillas and shit, and they're all just going. I guess. I mean, I've never been.
I recognize those fucking pink gorillas from fucking Batman and Robin, and if it's not the same, I will kill myself because I instantly was like, that's the same thing as the fucking Batman movie.
They had the Jim Carrey's Grinch costume, which I thought came out after this movie. Like, what the fuck? When did that come out? 2001?
Yes, they had sneak peeks for everything.
I thought that shit was like 2003.
Wait, it's like that new movie Babylon, where they have like everything in Hollywood happening right next to each other, and everything.
Babylon came out last year, so not really. 2 years ago, actually.
No, I'm saying it's playing a similar thing. I didn't say it was in the movie.
Yeah, he didn't say the Grinch costume was in Babylon, Erich. But it could have been.
Well, he said that new movie Babylon, and it's old at this point.
Wow! I just saw it. Holy shit, man!
Hey, it's new to him.
I mean, I just saw Citizen Kane, but that came out in 19.
Now, Florian, did you notice that the end of this movie was completely ripped off by Coco, and pretty much every other Pixar movie of the last 5 years has the exact same ending as this movie?
Wow. Where he gets a movie?
I'm going to make the bad guy say all the evil shit he did while he's secretly being recorded and everybody's listening. I've only seen this 100 times before.
You're telling me this was new at this point? Come on.
I mean, I'm just saying that all your favorite fucking cartoons in the last 5 years are ripping off Big Fat Liar. Well, Where's the originality?
I'm thinking this existed before then. It was already a tired trope then.
And you still praise it when you see it in all these new movies, Florian.
No, I hate that scene. Good. It's terrible.
Yeah, fuck Coco. They ruined the ending.
I mean, whatever. The scene is there, but then at least there's a happy ending. Okay, it's fine. All right. Coco's pretty good. Coco's is really peak. How do you compare?
They shouldn't have ripped off Big Fat Liar.
Coke.
Yeah. Okay. This most original movie of all time. Yeah.
There's several car-related antics in this movie. Marty is chased by a man in a giant monster truck. And then it ends the movie with the same guy.
Yeah, he is fired from Hollywood, and everybody hates him, so Marty Wolf becomes a clown, which is a callback to he got tricked into being a clown earlier in the movie. And yeah, he does go to the monster truck guy's house, and the kid is also just like this big fat fuck who wants to attack him.
For some reason, in this movie's imagination, kids like gang up on clowns and all want to beat them up.
Yeah, it's like clowns specifically exist to be attacked by children. Because like as soon as he walks into a party, they all yell, "Oh, get the clown, get him!" And they just beat the shit out of him, and nobody cares.
I'm pretty cool with that. I don't like clowns, so I'm fine with kids beating them up. But
sure.
We're gonna get a Joker in here, Paul Giamatti as the Blue Joker. It's gonna be a standout.
Florian, you should make that movie, Blue Joker.
Yeah. Or the People's Joker.
Yeah, I'll just have GPT 9000 just do the entire movie, and I'll just put in the prompt in 10 years.
Okay, and then the other car shenanigan is with this old woman who shouts "Up yours, blue boy" at Paul Giamatti, and then she also comes back later in the same scene with that monster truck guy.
Yeah, she rear ends him so that he hits the monster truck.
Mm-hmm.
When the car's getting towed, of course, there's a famous line from the trailer. I was told about a little blue car. They didn't say anything about a little blue man. That's pretty good.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
And I think that's about it, right? Big Fat Liar. It's pure kino. We all agree.
I think we should talk about Amanda Bynes. What happened to Amanda Bynes?
Same thing that happens to every fucking Hollywood starlet, dude. Fucking addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
Really? Ah, jeez.
She was so talented and so like she had all these characters. Although I don't. How many characters does she actually have?
I mean, on the Amanda show, she probably played over 50, right?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, they had recurring characters like the judge and shit, but I'm sure she switched it up all the time.
I never even knew she existed. Wow, yeah, I guess that.
Oh, you should watch the Amanda show. The theme song is literally a song from Spyro. Like, Stuart Copeland just did not care. He just used the same song again.
Yeah, that sounds very engaging.
Yeah, it was good.
Florian, speaking of the score for this movie, do you know who did it?
No.
Christoph Beck, who also does the score for your favorite movie from last year, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Too bad I never ever pay any attention to any music in any movie.
Oh, the only good songs in the movie are Blue Da Boo Dee Da Boo Die and Hungry Like the Wolves, and I doubt he made those.
Yeah, they play a Baha Men song at the end. Oh, fuck you. It starts with a Smash Mouth song.
Yeah.
The movie opens with Smash Mouth.
Yeah, and it's not the same two Smash Mouth songs that always get played. They actually found a third one.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they're not Walking on the Sun or Shrekking Out. Florian, I need... Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Well, I was going to change the subject, so maybe we should wrap up Big Fat Liar, because I did watch one of Florian's recommendations last night, and I need to talk about it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Florian, don't look at my letterbox right now. You might start crying.
Yeah, because you agree with me.
But go ahead, Erich.
Now you go. I got nothing.
So we all agree Big Fat Liar's kino, right, Florian?
That's all right. Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
it's pretty good.
like I said, it's. I think you enjoy it more if you're a child when it comes out,
I think Marty Wolf is not a character that a child would appreciate the same way an adult would.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be an adult to fully appreciate the film.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I feel like Malcolm in the Middle is so childlike that he would definitely appeal to children.
I don't even think he acts like a child in the movie. Like, all the shit he's doing is pretty adult.
He's smarter than everyone.
Yeah.
Well, he's got like a child's power fantasy where he can outsmart everyone. That's like
I've got a question.
Worst baby movie ever.
During the movie, they've got several phases to how they're going to get rid of Marty, and one of the phases is like abandoning him in the desert or something. And like when they say that the desert phase is starting, a little clip out of desert comes on the screen. And I wonder if anyone knows what clip art is nowadays.
It's what I use to make the best PowerPoint slides of all time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody uses them anymore.
Yeah, so
they?
true. Like, where's the poor guy out there still making new clip arts that nobody's using?
Hero. He deserves the American War Medal honor of recognition.
So last night I watched a new film that just came out on streaming, so of course I watched it for free illegally. It's called Migration.
Yep.
And
Holy shit.
hypothetically, we could have been doing this episode about migration, but because me and Erich tied in our game show, we chose this movie instead of migration.
Yeah, well done.
Do you know who wrote Migration, Florian?
No?
Mike White.
Is he Rick and Morty too?
Mike White is a man
Wait, what, of fucking the White Lotus?
of the White Lotus. He's the writer of School of Rock, the White Lotus TV show. He got second place on Survivor one season,
Holy fuck.
and he also is a co-writer of the Emoji Movie.
Well, I love the Emoji movies. So that's great.
I bet you do, and I think that Migration leans a lot closer to the Emoji Movie than any of his other work.
Damn.
Well, I mean, you got a lot of good pedigree in this movie, but why don't you tell me what you hate about this so much? Huh?
I just
Real
feel
quick,
like
real
you.
quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Is the White Lotus called the White Lotus because his name is Mike White?
It might be like it doesn't really. The name is kind of meaningless, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe he just did that. Maybe he didn't. What does the White
all
Lotus flower represent? Maybe that's more important.
Yeah, good question. All right, sorry.
Go ahead.
I just think that the movie was generally humorless and pointless, and it did nothing for me. I don't know, what did it do for you?
I mean, I thought it was a good adventure, and I'm fine if there isn't like stupid jokes all the fucking time. But okay, I
would have been
guess.
okay with not stupid jokes, just humor. Just put anything funny in the movie. Like Danny DeVito's character, he hit me a few times with some good zings, but everybody else was like they got a good writer for the Danny DeVito character, and everything else
Who's
sucked.
the cast in it?
Kumail Nanjiani, Elizabeth
man.
Banks,
Kingo himself.
Danny DeVito. Awkwafina is terrible. Like
Yeah, she is the worst.
Awkwafina,
for sure.
I think is doing a Natasha Lyonne impression, and I think like why do we keep hiring Awkwafina? Just get Natasha to do these fucking voice roles. Her voice is so much better for this shit.
I mean, Awkwafina did really well with the seagull in Ariel, you know, but in this one she is just so bad.
I bet Natasha Lyonne would have been better in Little Mermaid as well. That rap would have been better through her smoker's fucking cough.
Maybe.
Erich says he has to leave early, and he didn't want to say that on the show, so maybe we should wrap up this episode sooner than later. I don't know if I have too much more to say about migration. It's a good thing we didn't have a full episode of it, because I've already run out of things to say.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we would have had to see what Erich says, but I think most of the humor is way more subtle and like based on movement, like in the Minions. You know, wow, okay, the Minions aren't subtle, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't. Like, I'm fine. Like, why does it need to be funny all the time just because it's animated, huh?
No, I just think it was a joyless film. Like, humor would have helped, but I didn't get anything from the story at all. It's basically a ripoff of The Croods. Like, oh, I'm the dad and I'm afraid for us to leave the cave, but now I'm gonna change my mind and take my family on an adventure. And the adventure is just boring and shitty.
Don't they just go on the adventure without him in Croods?
I don't know, man. I saw The Croods one time in theaters. It feels like I've seen this movie before, and every other version of it was better.
Well, I mean, I felt like this one was the best version of this happening. I mean, The Croods was not a good movie, right? Like, I mean, it's okay.
And neither was this.
I mean, I think this was great.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess
Yeah.
Erich, maybe his mic stopped working. I don't know. He's disappeared. So should we wrap this up, Florian? Do you have anything you want to plug?
He's just baffled. Oh yeah, I released this thing, didn't I? What was it? Oh yeah, Wonka on anti-reviews. Everyone check that out.
That video had some great editing. like all the things you were saying, like they tried to match up the footage to it, even though it was just trailer footage, and the person didn't even see the movie. So it was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it turned out pretty well. I really gonna make more videos where I just make like segments from a podcast into a whole video, and it just works out.
Hey, that works for me.
Yeah. Well, I guess if there's ever a podcast where I say anything good,
Should I edit this into your Big Fat Liar review?
Yeah, where I have nothing to say. Fucking no way.
I don't know, Florian. Should we cancel Is It Kino?
Yeah, you think so?
I don't know. I mean, Maybe
Yeah,
I feel like I'm running out of opinions to have on movies, but I think this happens on Is It Kino like once every 8 months. I kind of come to a realization like, why are we even doing this? But I guess it's for the fans, right?
What isn't this? Didn't you enjoy this movie? What are you talking about?
I enjoyed the movie, but I don't know. Maybe just talking about movies is getting a little boring.
I mean, I stopped watching Is It Kino ages ago. I don't know how.
That's because you're on the show.
Yeah,
Why would you watch it?
I mean, even the ones I'm not on, I mean, I don't watch those.
Oh, well, good to know. We can keep talking shit about you in those episodes.
Yeah, I bet. All the time. Just can't help yourself at all.
I mean, you are a very busy man, so how could you listen to your friends talk for 40 minutes every week? I mean, your schedule is so full. And there's no way you could be hiking in the mountains while also listening to a podcast. Like, we all know that's impossible.
I mean, I'd probably fall off the mountains.
Yes. You'll hear one of Kino Corner's opinions and get so sleepy that you fall off the mountain.
You know, when he explains how they put the camera under the floor. Holy shit.
But should we do the rest of this episode just talking shit about everybody else on Is It Kino, since they're not going to hear this?
No, I think we should definitely talk about like keeping Kino or not keeping it. You know, maybe we should do a poll on it.
Keeping Is It Kino? You want to say keeping Is It Kino or keeping the Kino Corner? Because we could also vote to remove him.
No, we need him. He's the only successful one.
How do you define success?
I mean, he makes money off YouTube. Like, that's pretty good to have for a YouTube podcast, you know?
Does he make... I mean, I think he makes money at his job. I don't know about YouTube.
You think he's just losing money on there like the rest of us?
Well, he might be, because my policy is... Unless it's like a Wheel of Cursed Meals type of video, I try to make my budget per video $0. And Kino is like, he's buying a plane ticket to fly to fucking like Ireland to go interview people to make a YouTube video. So he might actually be losing money on his videos, which is fine because he's making big money at his job, so he can afford it.
Wow, does he have a Patreon? Let's find out.
Yeah, he has a Patreon.
How much does he make? I'm looking right now. 150 per month. Wow, okay, he's poor.
No, he's not poor. I think he's making 6 figures, dude. He lives in Austin.
Wow. So he's just wasting his time with this YouTube channel, huh? That's crazy.
What do you mean by that, Florian? You think, I mean, what does making YouTube videos mean to you? You're not making money off of anti-reviews, are you?
No, but I mean, like...
You do it out of the love and passion and joy of creation, of art, for people to... The world is a lonely and sad place, and it's depressing and it's boring as fuck. And people need free entertainment to get them through the day. That's what we provide. How do you not see the value in that?
Such cope. Of course I'd want to be... Of course I'd want to be a Mr. Beast.
You would?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Fuck no.
So
Mr. Beast, I don't know if he even gets a solitary second to himself at this point. Like, his entire life is a brand. He's not even a human being.
Dude, who needs being a human being?
Me!
So boring.
That's the whole point of life.
The whole point of what? Jesus. Why are you even on YouTube then?
To entertain people and give them some free shit to get through their day. And then I can go about my day and not have to spend 22 hours of it fucking working on my next video. I can just be a human.
I don't know. I mean, I think the ultimate form of being a YouTuber is being a Mr. Beast, okay? We're all just failing at it. That's my opinion on it.
So I guess Florian considers himself a failure. I don't see it that way.
Well, I mean, like, the YouTube videos are a stupid hobby, but I mean, I don't know, they might succeed one day, you know? Like, you fail until you succeed.
I think if anybody watches the video you made and they enjoy it, you have succeeded.
So you just make, like, one video and one guy watches it and you're done? Okay.
I mean, most artists make art out of the joy and love of just the craft itself, and they don't necessarily even need other people to recognize it or observe it in any way. So if you make a video and you're proud of it and one person watches it and likes it, I'd say that's a huge success.
Wow.
There are, 8 billion people on the planet? How many artists out there never get a view on anything they do?
Yeah, failures. It's terrible.
I don't think it's I don't think it's being a failure. I think creating art for the sake of it is kind of what being a human is.
I mean, that's strange. I mean, everyone has a job, and if your job can be being an artist, I think that's probably like the best job.
Sure.
Yeah. That's the best, really. Like, wow, wouldn't you want that? I mean, of course, so you don't want to be a Mr. Beast, but would you like to be like an Emperor Lemon if he actually makes enough money? Does he?
I mean, I make enough money already, so I'm perfectly happy being me.
Well, I mean, but you have to do like odd jobs and stuff, right? Wouldn't you be happier if your YouTube paid the bills?
I mean, it pays the bills.
But not all of them.
I mean, it does. If I do other things for extra money, that's just for extra money. YouTube definitely pays all my bills.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it always has.
I mean, I guess you are pretty successful then.
Sure. I mean, in some people's estimate, probably not. But for my personal goals, I think I'm pretty successful.
Wow.
You just gotta make art for the sake of art, Florian. Don't do it because you want to be fucking Mr. Beast. He does not make fucking art.
Oh yeah, he does.
Mr. Beast does not make art. I saw the first 30 seconds of his new Twitter video. He's just fucking crashing trains and cars and explosions. If you think that's art, then go watch Quantum Mania again.
I might. No,
Yeah.
I've seen it twice. That's enough.
So we talked shit about Kino. Did we talk shit about Erich enough? We got to talk shit about everybody before this ends.
God, he's so fat.
Jeez. Erich said in the chat, sorry guys, the people whose house I'm watching came back 5 hours earlier than expected. So it's a good thing we started podcasting like 20 minutes earlier. Erich wouldn't have made it at all.
Yeah, he's doing like a big fat liar where he's like lying to them and saying he's going to do something, and then instead he's podcasting. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like watering their plants nonstop. What about Weekend Warrior? What shit are you going to say about him? Because he's definitely not listening to this.
I don't know. I think he's probably the best one of us.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he definitely is. He's the nicest and the most like wholesome man.
I mean, Kino's nice too, but like he's pretty full of himself. You know?
Oh shit, cousin Joey's calling.
Wow.
Yo, what's up? I'm literally recording a podcast right now. Do you want to be on speakerphone? Well, you are now. So
live?
yeah.
Are
Well,
you recording or just live?
it's recording.
Oh, well, that's good because then you can just edit me the fuck out of here.
Do you want me to call you back in like 10 minutes?
Well, here before I let you begin, what's going on today? Are you coming to J House or are you going to stay at their tea house?
Yeah, I'll come watch football.
All right, Simian.
It starts at what, 3?
Better get ready, dude. We got a lot of picking to do.
Picking? What, you're gonna like picking your bets or what?
No, not yeah, exactly.
Your
not
parlay?
Not the nose today, just bets.
Okay. Well,
But yeah, good. I'll holler at you after a while then.
I'd see ya. Well, that was cousin Joey making his Is It Kino premiere.
Well, I can't believe people actually watch football. That blows my mind, kind of.
I'm only interested right now because it's like the tournament of football, and like when you lose at this point, you're out of it. So the stakes are really high, and I enjoy that. Like if you lose, you're eliminated, and the winners are moving on to the Super Bowl. Like that's pretty fun.
Like a survivor of football. Wow.
It's just like tournament bracket at this point. You know, I don't like it when they're just mindlessly playing games for months. Like get to the point where when you lose, you're out. That's what I want to watch.
I mean, but you're still just watching like fucking random colored buff guys doing like random shit.
Right, but they are, the passion at this point in the season is there. Like they are getting into fist fights with each other over the plays and stuff.
Wow.
You know, I don't even understand football for the most part, but I'm into watching at this point.
Okay, I guess you're really living the life.
Well, sure. I mean, hanging out with cousin Joey's fun. He also has like 10 ounces of weed at any given time. So maybe the weed makes football more interesting.
Yeah, that definitely wouldn't be for me, damn.
Yeah. Now, when I come visit you in Germany, I'll smoke you up, Florian. We got to see you get high as balls.
Ah, jeez. No, that's just why I need you coming here with all your bad habits.
Yes! And ruining your life. Let's see, who else is on this show that we can talk shit about? We done Weekend, we done Kino. Do you want to talk shit about Eggy since you hate him so much?
No.
Oh.
Nope. Not a word about Eggy.
Is there anything he could do or say that would let you podcast with him again?
No.
What the fuck did he do to you?
Okay, fine. I guess. Wow, this is on you. Okay. I thought I could just never talk about him, but okay. Like I just think that he's not gonna work out on YouTube. Okay. I think he's just gonna keep getting banned, and you having him on your channel is gonna endanger your channel as well. Okay. There it is.
I mean, I don't know why you're taking that so personally, though. Like, why would you not want to be on a show with him because of that?
I mean, I don't know. Plausible deniability.
I mean, it just seems a little unfair to him that you don't want to associate with him at all because you think he'll get banned from YouTube. Like, who cares? YouTube bans people for bullshit reasons all the time.
I mean, you don't have to tempt fate, though.
I don't think having Eggy on the show is tempting fate. Like, if they find my channel, they're just going to ban me anyway. I'm already ban evading.
Yeah, you think they haven't found you yet? Come on.
I don't think I'm not buying this excuse you're giving for why you don't like Eggy. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I don't know. I think if you want to make money on YouTube, it's probably not the right move for you, but okay.
I mean, videos with him get as many views as any other on this channel.
Yeah, but I mean, you're still risking it more than usual.
Yeah, I don't buy that. I think that's a cop-out. Who else do you want to talk shit about?
Wow. Yep, can't wait to get hate in the comments for this one. Oh boy.
That's just life.
Yeah.
We wouldn't do it if we couldn't handle some hate comments, Florian. Those people, they have to understand when they post their hate comment that, like, we're the ones making a product that is beloved by thousands, okay? Their dissenting opinion, literally meaningless.
But they all agree.
Who all agree? That, what, making fun of you?
Yeah.
No, we did a poll on the latest Mumkey and Biggs live stream. Like, do you like or hate Florian? And it was like 70% of people said that they actually like you.
Wow.
So it's just a vocal minority talking shit.
That is shocking. Oh, well. I mean, the Eggy fans will probably get me now.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, well.
I just think, it was a great dynamic, you, me, and Eggy. I'd love to bring it back, but I can see that you're unwilling.
I couldn't stand it. Like, talking about politics with you was already bad enough, but if you have Eggy in there, holy shit. he's the only one who's worse than you.
Is he?
Well, yeah. He has some crazy political opinions, yes.
Like what?
I mean, don't you know?
No. I mean, I hang out with him, for days at a time, and he doesn't really talk about politics, so I guess I don't know.
Damn.
Well, if you can't think of one example, is that the end of this episode? Should we say goodbye?
Well, I mean, yeah, just had to bring this up at the end. Huh? Okay.
I mean, I'm trying to have a civil conversation. I'm not, if you feel pressure to something, we can just end it. I'm not trying to, get you.
I mean, he does support Trump still, doesn't he?
I mean, I kind of do.
Do you?
Over Biden, yeah.
So there you go. Like, he's worse than you?
Well, how?
And you're already bad that way, so there you go.
Yeah, so how come you'll talk to me and not him?
I mean, like, why would I talk to the guy who's even worse? And then also...
How is he worse if we have the equal crime?
No, he loves Trump. Come on, you know he loves Trump.
Who gives a fuck?
What? I care if people love
Half
Trump.
this country loves Trump. He got fucking 80 million votes.
Wait, that's not right, is it?
That's right.
Wait, then how many did Biden get?
Like 81 million?
I mean, it seems like that doesn't seem right. I think he probably would have gotten way more.
I don't care what it seems like, Florian. I'm just talking facts to you. They both got like 80 million votes.
Wow. Then how did Trump not win? Like, doesn't a Democrat need way more votes?
No.
Yeah?
It's not about popular vote. It's about the Electoral College.
Yeah, but the Democrats have all the highly populated places. So in order to get the Electoral College, they would need more votes, wouldn't they?
I don't think so. I don't really know what you're trying to say.
Well, now we need to look this up. Okay, so...
Like, Democrats are going to win California and New York and, like, stuff like that. Like, it's no question. But it's really all the swing states, like Pennsylvania, Ohio, Florida. They really decide every election. And they're swinging back towards Trump in this one.
Yeah, but I mean, we got to get this right about the popular vote. Surely...
Just Google what was the popular vote in 2020.
Yeah, well, it doesn't come up with anything good, but it seems like Trump had 74 million and then Biden had 80 million.
Yeah, so they both had 80 million, like I said.
Wow, you motherfucker. What are you doing?
My whole point was 80 million people voted for him, so why would I hate Eggy and not all those other people?
74. Like, it was way less.
Oh my God. Oh, okay, so let's say it's 74 million. So should I write off that many people just because they like Trump?
I mean, they're not vocal supporters, are they?
They literally showed up and voted for him. Like, Eggy didn't fucking vote. They contributed more to Trump taking control than Eggy ever did.
Eggy didn't vote? Okay.
No! Did you know how shitty voting is? You have to wait in a line for like an hour for a vote that doesn't matter? What a waste of fucking time.
Wow, really?
I'm never gonna vote again. It was the biggest waste of time I've ever had in my life.
No, there's just hardly any queues here. I think I waited like 2 minutes or whatever. Damn.
Well, you guys have like a king, though. You don't really vote, do you?
Well, you guys have more of a king than this.
Okay, who else should we talk shit about? We're gonna make the Big Fat Liar episode an hour long. For all the real fans out there.
Wow.
Sounds like another ambulance going by.
Yeah, fucking crazy this day. What is happening?
There was a mass stabbing.
Maybe. But I don't know. They probably would have like gotten them all in one ambulance. No, that doesn't make sense.
Do we even have anybody else on this show to talk shit about?
Comes on occasionally, I guess, but I don't know him too well.
I mean, he's a perfect man. Yeah, I've got nothing bad to say about him or Hans.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess those are the people. So should we continue the podcast? Damn.
Yeah. Should we do a power ranking of the Is It Kino characters real quick? We got Florian. Yeah. Florian's an S tier, of course. Where would you put Erich?
Yeah, I bet I'm real high tier after this one.
I mean, I don't think you said anything too upsetting.
Well, yeah, but now it seems like I hate Eggy for no reason.
I mean, you literally do, but that's fine. I can't force you to like somebody if you don't like him. I just was curious about the reason. It's no big deal.
Okay, well, I mean, it's a little unfair that you get to burn bridges left and right, and then I burn this one solitary bridge, and you just can't get over it.
That's because I was the bridge. I'm the bridge between you and Eggy, and I feel like I'm the one getting burned that I can't have my two good friends on a podcast anymore. Like, this doesn't affect Eggy at all. He doesn't give a fuck about you. Like, it hurts me.
Damn. Well, I guess you got a real choice to make. No, I guess we're fine as it is.
Yeah. So where does Erich go on your tier list?
Well, I mean, he's pretty close. He's A, yeah. he's almost as good as me, but he does have some very strange opinions occasionally, you know.
Okay, what about Kino Corner?
Yeah, I guess Kino is like a solid B, you know. He's a big name, you know, but he goes on forever about things.
So true. What about me? Where do I go?
I mean, originally I thought you were pretty good, you know, but lately it seems like you just care about if a movie has like gross shit in it, and that's like the main appeal, you know. Like,
yeah, that's all we talked about on this episode was all the gross shit I loved in Big Fat Liar.
I mean, not this one, but like many of the other ones. That's like the main thing. It's like, oh yeah, the gore was cool. Like you must know.
I think that's a valid opinion.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty immature opinion, right?
I think if something has gore in it, it's not going to be rated for children. You have to literally be mature to even consume the content. That's why it has like an M17 rating or whatever. Like it's literally meant for mature people.
I mean, it really isn't though.
You can't say it's childish and for children. So who's it for?
It can be.
You think horrible, bloody gore in R-rated movies for children?
I mean, I think it's definitely immature in many cases.
I disagree. I think it's the exact opposite. I think you have to be mature to appreciate it.
I mean, so would you say that porn is mature then? Is it
literally, by definition, you have to be 18 plus to even watch it.
So that would be even better than if the movies just had porn in them and no context or anything.
We could review pornos if you think that'd be a good way to save the show, Florian. But I'm here to review movies.
I mean, that's probably gonna get us banned even faster.
Yeah, I've been banned before. It's easy to get over. It just takes a couple of years of pain.
Yeah, it's no problem. Who wouldn't want to have a couple of years of pain?
Yeah, but now that I've been through it all and I have no value for my life or myself.
I slash that income again. Hell yeah.
I mean, I don't fucking care at this point, man. Like, if I get banned again, it's not going to affect me emotionally at this point, and I think that's a good sign.
Only financially? Wow.
I mean, it's not that hard to just go get a different job,
Oh. Wow, that is. What about getting all the art farts? Like, I guess now.
If I'm banned, then I won't be able to post it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
And also, you wouldn't have time to make it, even if you put it on BitChute or whatever.
Now, I made every Mumkey's anime reviews while in college and working a part-time job, so I think I can handle that.
Wow. Huh? Yeah,
where does Weekend Warrior go? Wait, no, you didn't even put me on the tier list, fucker. Where am I?
Yeah, you're a B.
Okay. I'm worse than Erich on this show.
I mean, Okay, well, you're definitely more entertaining, but I think Erich has more thought-out opinions,
Okay. What about Weekend Warrior?
I think he's between A and B. Damn, where does he go? Yeah, I'm the only S tier. That's right. Very
that makes
unbiased.
Sense.
Yep. Definitely the only reason why people watch this show.
That's one of my main appeals.
Yeah, I try to stay humble, but everyone knows it's true.
You don't need to be humble, Florian. We don't tune in for that shit. We want the genuine article here.
Yeah, no humble Florian here.
No. You need to brag about how Porn Mouse is going to make you the next Elon Musk. I saw Heartsy talking to you on Twitter about that.
I'm probably just going to make money on the stock market. It's probably going to be my main thing.
Good enough. 4, is it Kino? Should we say goodbye?
Was that the end of the tier list? Damn, okay.
I think so. Who else is even on this show? I think we hit everybody.
Well, so what's the appeal of Is It Kino? What do people care about the movies at all, or do they just go for the banter? But then again, I guess the movie opinions are pretty important. But only if they're controversial.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm just not that interesting at this point in my life. Because I don't really know. I think your B tier for me might even be a little high. I don't know if I'm really providing anything of value here.
I mean, it's actually really hard to do a good podcast where you have good chemistry, so that's definitely valuable. I mean, I feel like we've had better chemistry on other podcasts than this particular episode, but I mean, it flows pretty well usually, so that's good. Of course, the delay between Europe and America is a bit of a problem, but otherwise, I think it's pretty good listening.
I mean, you don't listen to it, so how would you know?
Well, it's definitely the best podcast I do, I guess.
Oh, wow. What other podcasts are you on, Florian?
Well, just the Game or Lame podcast and the Anti-Reviews podcast.
I saw Purple Colonel tweeted out that hard-boiled eggs with salt is really delicious, and I feel vindicated because people made fun of me for eating hard-boiled eggs. It's like, what the fuck? It's delicious. What are you talking about? It's just food.
Yeah, they're great. Why would anyone dislike them?
I think a lot of people in my comment section have a sub 60 IQ is the problem. Like a lot of them.
I mean, like eggs are such a big concept as well. Like animal products are bad, but eggs could be okay, you know. But then maybe they shouldn't.
Yeah, because the chickens like to lay the hen or like to lay the eggs, right? Like they're just doing it.
Reproduce,
and we're just stealing them. Bye, everybody.
Wow. See ya.